Hello children, welcome to this English teleteaching program. Now you look at the screen and guess what we are going to discuss. So you have three pictures. The pictures can give you some ideas about this. So dear children, we are going to discuss again the word classes in the chapter parts of a sentence, and in this word classes we will discuss prepositions, conjunctions, interjections and types of sentences. And before that, let's take 1 minute just to recap the previous session. In this parts of a sentence chapter, we have already finished subject and predicate and word classes like nouns, adjectives, verbs and adverbs. So let's begin our grammar discussion with an interesting story about Sri Krishna and Sudama, right? So you know Krishna Sudama stories. There are very interesting stories. Let's read a very interesting story and then we will discuss grammar. Krishna and Sudama. Lord Krishna and Sudama were very good childhood friends. Sudama lived in a small hut with his wife and kids. He could not give enough food to his kids out of his collected alms. His wife suggested that he should meet his friend for help. So look at the pictures, right? Dear children, what happened? At first Sudama was reluctant, but he did not want his kids to suffer. So his wife borrowed some rice from the neighbors and fried the rice to make some rice snacks that Krishna liked. Chaula bhaja, right? Sri Krishna pai chaula bhaja tiyari kale Sudamanka stri. Sudama took the rice snacks and set out for Dwaraka. When he reached at the palace gates, the guards looked at his torn clothes and did not allow him to get into the palace. Krishna heard it and came running barefoot to meet his childhood friend. He hugged him, took him to the palace and ate the rice snacks very gladly. So this is the story about very two close friends, Sri Krishna and his friend Sudama, childhood friends. So let's go to grammar. Now you look at the red color words, the words in red color. In a small hut, in, with his wife, with, right? Then food, to his kids, to, out of, right? Then for, all these words, they are small words you see in the sentences, and these small words, they are all prepositions. You see in these two paragraphs, from, for Dwaraka, at the place, at the palace, at his torn clothes, at, into the palace, to the palace. So from, at, for, into, to, my dear children, you might have known all these words. In English, every day we use these small words. On the table, in my pocket, in the bag, at home, in school, to school. Always we use these small words, and these small words, they are called prepositions. You see prepositions, the small words like at, in, on, to, for, of, with, by, after, before, along, over, of, above, under, below, through, against, past, within, into, unto, from, since, during, between, about, behind, etc. They are called prepositions. So, what is a preposition? A preposition is usually placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relationship with the remaining parts of the sentence. So, my dear children, usually we use prepositions before the nouns or the pronouns, and they keep or they create relation between the nouns and pronouns with other words, means maybe nouns or pronouns, maybe verbs, maybe adjectives, like this, right? So let's see how prepositions they are used in sentences. And in class 10 you have a very good chapter. You have 2 to 3 units, a one unit having 2 to 3 chapters about preposition. So let's do some activities so that you can understand prepositions and you can also use prepositions. So put in, at, on in the blanks. So very small prepositions, small words. Don't sit dash that broken chair. Don't sit on that broken chair. So mind your children, sometimes we use on the chair, sometimes we can also use in the chair. When we have hands, to put our hands, to rest our hands, so sometimes we can find chairs having hands or chairs having bars so that we can rest or we can put our hands, and in that case we can use in the chairs. When we do not have bars or do not have hands of the chairs, then we can say, we can use on the chair. So don't sit on that broken chair. My brother lives dash New Delhi, in New Delhi. New Delhi is a very big city, and in that case we can use in New Delhi. Dash Japan, the people are very industrious in Japan, right? In Japan the people are very industrious. I go to school on foot, my dear children. खाली पादरे मु स्कूल को जाए, I go to school on foot, right, every day. Next, goodbye, see you on Monday. This is an expression when we use at the time of departing, right? So meeting and parting expression. So this is a parting expression. Goodbye, see you on Monday. My sister is getting married in June, in the month of June, in July, in November, in October, in 2020, like this, right? So in the month, in the year, we can say in. He plans to come home at the weekend. You see, at the weekend. That means on the holiday. Are you going out dash Sunday next, on Sunday next? Hurry up, the train leaves in 2 minutes. Right? What are you doing on Friday morning? So in the morning, but on Sunday morning or on Friday morning, like this, right? So let's go to the next activity, activity number 22. So my dear children, when we are doing activities, you please take care of all these things, and you can do all activities at home as your home task, then you can understand better. Fill in the blanks choosing the correct prepositions given in the box. And the prepositions are to, in, on, behind, under, with, for, since, during, after. Brajamohan was dash the railways, on the railways. You should keep to the left, keep to your right, keep to the left, like this, right? I can finish the task in 10 minutes. That means within 10 minutes, in 10 minutes. He has been staying here since 1990. My dear children, this is very important. Since for. When we are using since or for, we should use the perfect form or the perfect progressive form. So this is, you see, the perfect progressive form. He has been staying here. It has been raining here since morning. right? He has been staying here since 1919 1990 ମସିହାରୁ ସେ ଏଠି ରହି ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି. So in this case we can use since, right? But when we use for a week, for some days, like this. So she is meeting me on Friday. He is expected to come during the summer holidays. I stayed at uncle's, right, for a week. For a week, you see. The child is running dash that stray dog, running after, right? Running after or running behind that stray dog. I saw a man sitting dash a tree, sitting under a tree. Sukanya walked dash me without speaking. Sukanya walked with me without speaking. So my dear children, you understand the prepositions. Let's see conjunctions. So you know prepositions are small words. Let's see what is conjunction and how conjunctions are also used, right? So study the following sentences. Nandini fell down. She was riding her bicycle. If we combine these two sentences A and B, then we can find the big sentence like Nandini fell down when she was riding her bicycle. So we take the help of this when to combine these two sentences, and this linking word or joining word is called a conjunction, right? And we have different types of conjunctions like and, what, for, so, before, after, so that, although, else, both, either or, neither nor, etc. And we have 16 to 17 types of conjunction, coordinating conjunctions, and we have also some subordinating conjunctions. But in class 10 you will know all these things very clearly, right? So let's do an activity, and so that you can use conjunctions better in sentences. Fill in the blanks choosing the correct conjunction given in the box. So that, although, and, as, for, so, but, before. Raju did very well in the examination. Dash, he stood first in his institute. So Raju did very well in the examination. So he stood first in his institute. Dash, he got a good job. Although he got a good job, जदियो गोटे भल चाकरी पाला, but he had not tried hard. किंतु से सेते कष्ट करि नथिला. He performed well. Dash, the circumstances did not suit him, right? But the circumstances did not suit him. He opted to quit the job. Dash, he could go for higher study, right? He opted to quit the job so that he could go for higher study, right? However, he had to wait there for few months more with his father, as his father was unable to afford him. One day the boss called in Raju and congratulated him. Dash, he was selected as a resource person of the company, right? Because he was selected as a resource person of the company. Raju thanked the authority. Dash, his dream came. Because his dream came true, he recalled his well-wishers before leaving for abroad for his scholastic training. So my dear students, now you can do this activity at home, and let's see what is introduction. Now look at the picture of Kohli, right? After batting a very good a big six, how he is looking at the ball and bat, right? So you see, oh, help me. Hey Rita, where are you going? Oh, you did it. Oh, God save me. Rare, how nicely Kohli hits the ball. So when we express our sudden feelings, emotion, or feelings of emotion like oh, ah, hurrah, alas, has, fe, fo, oh, like this, these are all interjections. So, my dear students, when we watch the cricket match or games and sports or a film or anything, we express our certain feeling, or at the time of any incident or accident or any event we express our certain feelings, and we use these small words like oh, hey, oh, all these words, these are interjections in English, right? You just do this activity, then you can understand. Choose the appropriate interjection from the box. Dash, he has lost his only son, right? Oh, he has lost his only son. Dash, it is too cold, right? Oh, it is too cold. Dash, Sachin made fifth test century. Hurrah! Oh, right? Sachin made 50th test century. 50th test century. Dash, see you tomorrow. Bye, see you tomorrow. So we use bye to express our parting expression. This is one type of parting word. So bye, see you tomorrow, right? So we discussed prepositions, we discussed conjunctions, and we discussed interjections. Let's go to types of sentences. My dear children, study the following sentences. Look at the picture of our great poet of Odisha, Gangadhar Meher. So Gangadhar Meher is a very popular poet. Do you know him? How beautiful his poems are. Let's read his poem today. So the first sentence is a statement. The second sentence is a question. The third sentence is an exclamation. And the fourth sentence is a suggestion by the speaker. Different types of sentences we use in our language, right? So, a sentence consisting of one subject and one finite verb is a simple sentence, and we know you just see one activity. This activity can help you to use the verbs for simple sentences. Very simple sentences use verbs and subjects. You can find simple sentences. The cat ate my supper last night. Please bring me a cup of tea. I did not find my pen today. Would you please give me your pen? Teach. My English teacher taught me grammar today. Right? We should write messages to our friends, right? All these sentences, they are very simple sentences, and simple sentences, they are of four types: declarative, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. So dear children, now we will discuss one by one. You just see some sentences. There are 6 sentences about Kohli. Virat Kohli is a good cricketer. He was born in New Delhi on 5th November 1988. He is now 32 years old. His parents call him Chiku. You might not have heard this name. His parents call him Chiku. His height is 5 feet 9 inches. He is a right-hand batsman. Right? So now you see all the sentences above, they talk about Kohli. These are statements, or the speaker gives some facts about Kohli, and these are declarative sentences. So declarative sentences are the sentences which can state or assert or declare something. We say something about Kohli, or we say the facts about Kohli, and these are all factual sentences or declarative sentences. Right? Now you see, shut the door. Please get me a glass of water. May God bless you. Practice grammar every day to improve your English. In all these cases, the speaker wants the listener to do something. Shut the door. Commands or requests. Please give me a glass of water. Requests. May God bless you. He wishes the speaker wishes the listener. Practice grammar. This is one type of a piece of advice. So these are called imperative sentences. So declarative sentences are statements, facts, and declarations, and imperative sentences are commands, requests, wishes, orders, advice, all these things, right? Now you see exclamatory sentences. How hot today is! What a fool he is! He could not read English alphabet. What a shame! What a brilliant child he is! So all these sentences, you see how hot today is with an exclamation mark. What a fool he is! An exclamation mark at the end. What a shame! Exclamation mark at the end. What a brilliant child he is! Exclamation mark at the end. These are all exclamatory sentences, right? When we express our sudden and strong feelings, we use this type of sentences, and usually these sentences, they begin with what or how, and they are or they end with exclamation mark, right? So let's go to the next interrogative sentences. Look at the following sentences. Have you done your homework? Do you hear me? Question marks. And the beginning is a WH word or an auxiliary verb. Do you hear me? Who is your class teacher? What did you learn from this class? So all these sentences are questions, or we say interrogative sentences, right? So let's do one or two exercises so that we can understand the different types of sentences. Turn the following sentences into exclamatory with how and what at the beginning. He is a very naughty boy. You see, my dear students, my dear children, this sentence can be changed into exclamatory sentence in two ways. One way using what, another way we can also use how. So what a naughty boy he is, you just see. We use what at the beginning. Then if you have an article or an in the sentence, then we should use this with the WH word. That means what or and the very adverb that will be omitted. So what happens? What a naughty boy he is, you just see. The beginning part again will come to the next part. You just see. We start with WH what, and then what a naughty boy, and the first part he is, that will be used after the boy. So the sentence is what a naughty boy he is. But my dear children, if you want to do it using, or if you want to change it into exclamatory sentence using how at the beginning, then you can use like this: how naughty the boy is. So what is the difference? You just see. The difference is the article A is used in case of the first sentence, what a naughty boy he is, but in case of the second sentence, the article is omitted here, how naughty the boy is, right? So my dear children, when you are going to change the sentence into, change the declarative sentence into an exclamatory sentence, then you can use what or you can use how. But if you use what, then you have to use the article a or an. But if you are using beginning the sentence with how, then you have to avoid, you have to ignore the article a or an. Let's go to the second sentence. It looks so beautiful. So we can change the sentence into exclamatory sentence like how beautiful it looks. You just see. So very, should be omitted. We can omit the adverb very and we can also omit so if it is in the sentence. So beautiful, because so is here like very an adverb for another adverb. I have already told you sometimes adverbs can also be used for the adverbs, right? So is here adverb and beautiful is also an adjective, and here the adverb modifies the adjective here, right? So Debesh is very intelligent. So how can we change the sentence into declarative? How we should begin the sentence with how? It has been, the instruction has been given here. So how intelligent, I have already told you. ମୁଁ ପିଲେ କହିଛି ଗୋଟିଏ ସୂତ୍ର ତାର ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ବା ହାଉ କେଉଁଠି ଲଗାଇବା ଆମେ ନା ଭେରି ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଲଗାଇବା ବା ସୋ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଲଗାଇବା ବା ଏ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଲଗାଇବା ଏବଂ ଭେରିଟାକୁ ଆଉ ସୋଟାକୁ ଉଠାଇଦେବା ଯଦି ଥିବ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏ ଉଠାଇବା ନାହିଁ। ଯେତିକି ବାକି ଅଛି ସେତିକି ଲେଖିଦେବା ଏବଂ ଯେଉଁ ପ୍ରଥମ ଭାଗଟା ଯେତିକି ଛାଡ଼ିଥିବା ତାକୁ ନେଇକି ତାପରେ ଯୋଡ଼ିଦେବା। ଦେଖ କେମିତି ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ ହେଲା, ହାଉ ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେଣ୍ଟ ଦେବେଶ ଇଜ୍। ଏବଂ ସବୁଠୁ ବଡ଼ କାମ ହେଉଛି ଯେ ବାକ୍ୟ ଶେଷରେ we have to use an exclamation mark, right? Now come to sentence number 4. Saina is an excellent player. So we have to begin the sentence with what? So let's go to the same formula. Use what before a or an. So an is here, so we have to use what before an. So what an excellent player. Now take the first part and join it. So what an excellent player Saina is. This is the answer. And next, Rahim's poems are so important. How? So we have to begin the sentence with how. So before so we have to use how and we have to omit so. So how important Rahim's poems are, right? So how important Rahim's poems are and use an exclamation mark. So my dear students, this is how we can do this. So let's conclude the session. What we discussed in this session, we discussed prepositions. Prepositions are small words placed before nouns and they keep relation between nouns and pronouns, nouns and nouns, nouns and between nouns and adjectives, nouns and verbs, nouns and adverbs, like that. We have also done some activities. And conjunctions are small words. They are joining words like and, but, so, for, although, like this. We have also done an activity. Interjections are small words we use to express our sudden feelings, and oh, how, who, hurrah, all these words we use to express our feelings. And we discussed types of sentences. There are 4 types of simple sentences: declarative or assertive sentences, imperative sentences, exclamatory sentences, interrogative sentences. And we also did one activity, how we can change the declarative sentences into interrogative sentences. I hope you have understood all these things, and please do all these activities as your home task. Thank you very much. Goodbye.